good morning. My name's Jason. I am one half of the Highwaymen.
Good morning, everybody. And my name's Steve, and I am indeed the other half. So, it's turned a bit chilly, Jay, hasn't it? Got a little bit more autumnal, I think.
Very cold.
Here.
2 degrees Celsius today for those people in America. What's that in Fahrenheit? Steve, any idea?
No idea, mate. No
Almost
idea.
freezing. Almost freezing,
yeah.
Anyway. So,
yeah. It's not far off. And that leads us beautifully, Jay, into what we're going to be talking about this morning. We're going to be talking about underwear. Now, it comes in various different guises, doesn't it? Not just underwear. We're going to be talking about men buying ladies' underwear. Now,
yes,
these is in nicely. Obviously, there's all sorts of thermal undergarments you could buy, so that's not quite so embarrassing, is it? Going into a shopping, walking out with a nice pair of thermals or something like that. But have you ever gone into a proper ladies' shop and purchased underwear for your good lady? And how embarrassing is it?
More the point, lingerie.
Lingerie, okay.
Yes, more of a sexy underwear kind of thing.
Can you get thermal lingerie? Just asking.
I don't know. I'm sure there's thermal underwear thermalsexythermals.com somewhere along internet for something. And there's probably a website dedicated to women wearing long johns with gussietless long johns at that.
Oh, mate, stop talking. Yeah. It's going to be dreadful.
Steve's got a twitch on now. Yeah, I have actually. Already. I have bought lingerie for my wife previously on a few occasions, and I think the first time I ever went and bought it, I was very young, not very young, but in my 20s probably, and I was very embarrassed. It was one of those like, quick, get the size, run up to the counter, hide it under, can I have in a brown paper bag, please, madam, and running out. But since then, I have done it on other occasions, and I've gone in a little bit more blasé, and I've kind of gone and I've bought stuff, and I've gone in and said, oh, well, I hope this fits me. And tried to make some joke, but the last time I ever did that, and it's been quite a while, I have to admit, the woman says, every bloke says that when they come in here, like it's a standard joke, something along those lines. So, and then I thought, well, I'm not going to do that again. So yeah,
no, have you? That's that quashed.
Have you?
Pardon?
Have you?
Yes, and very similar to you. I remember the very first time I did it. It was I don't know. I was sort of rummaging around in that, and the more time I spent trying to find stuff, the more embarrassed I became. And so I'm going through these bits and pieces and feeling like every single woman in that department was looking at me, and I'm just thinking, oh my god. And in the end, I grabbed pretty much what I thought she'd like. And I went to the checkout. No idea of the sizes, Jay. Got to be brutal. I've no idea what I ended up with. Maybe a triple XL bottom and a.
Oh, that's not be good. Giving her a triple XL, that's not a compliment.
It didn't go well.
You always got to buy a size smaller, because then you think she thinks, you think that she's smaller than she is. So that's the trick.
Well, you see, I never thought it through, did I? Yeah. I didn't even. It's kind of how naive I was at the time. I never even thought that through, to be perfectly honest. I never even thought about sizes. I just thought that would be nice, and I had this vision of a box of nice bits and pieces in there. You see, thinking on perhaps more for me than for her. But anyway, so what we actually ended up with bore no resemblance, and I was too embarrassed to take them back as well. So it was a complete not a waste of money, and it did end in a big argument because of the sizes.
Oh, so, there you go.
Yeah, so that wasn't so very, very clever. Have you ever? Do you know Father Ted? You've seen Father
I know
Ted.
what you mean. I don't know watched it, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So, well, basically, what it is, it's a comedy program. It used to be on every week. It's been long finished now. It's about a Irish Catholic priest who lives on a tiny, tiny little island, and he does his best to look after his little flock of people. But as well as him, who's hilarious, there's a real old bloke who lives with him who's like a retired father. They're all fathers, Father Jack, and all he does is drink and smoke. And then there's an apprentice one called Father Dougal, who's not quite the full sandwich, really.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there's a meeting of it must be the whole of Ireland and all the little outlying people, and it's hilarious because they've all come in from different parishes, different areas, and they're all pretty much identical. There's a Father Ted on each one, and there's a Father Dougal on everyone. Yeah. Anyway, there's both in there. All end up in a department store. and somehow they end up in the ladies' lingerie department. And they can't get out of it, no matter where they go and what they do. They can't get out of it. And if ever you get the opportunity to have a look, it's probably one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen. So it's Father Ted, and they're lost in the lingerie department.
I'll tell you what used to always make me laugh, and me and Sarah always used to, we had a little bit of a joke about it. So in Leicester at Foss Park, the ladies' underwear section used to be at the front of the store by a big plate glass window. So you can actually, as you walk by the shop, you could see people buying their underwear, basically. And and as purchasers, what we like to do, we like to feel material of things, don't you? You know, you pick something. You know, if a woman's buying something, she wants to know how it's going to feel against her skin. So she picks the garment and touches it, and this is what people do. And of course, when they're looking at underwear, they're always sort of rubbing the gusset. So we would walk by the shop, you know, going from somewhere and say, right, let's see who's gusset rubbing today. And there's always someone in there rubbing the gusset of the underwear. It just became a bit of a joke, the gusset rubbers. But going back to the old buying of the women's underwear, there's got to be a portion of men that actually do go in there and buy it for themselves.
Got to be. Yeah, got to be. Absolutely. I wonder if in reverse psychology, they go and say, I hope it'll fit the wife.
Yeah, probably. I bet they do, yeah.
Dear. No, of course,
and then they say, yeah, different. All the blokes say that. They probably know that's the code for actually it's for me.
It's got to be. It's a bit different now because obviously you can go online, but that ain't no fun, is it?
No, of course you've got to embarrass yourself. But now the other thing is, you touched on it a little bit there earlier, and I saw this on television, saying it's actually insulting for a man to buy his wife sexy lingerie because it's not a gift for her; it's a gift for him. You know, because you're buying it for her to put on to please you. So therefore, you're not buying it for her; you're buying it for you.
That's true.
I don't think my wife would ever look at it. I don't think my wife would ever look at it like that. I don't think she's that way of thinking. But yeah, but I guess there is an element to that. But I don't think, ladies, you should be insulted.
No, absolutely. And if that is the case, right, well, I wish I'd have known that, because actually I'd have gone out and bought a new steering wheel from a Volkswagen, and then everyone would have been happy, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's it. Everyone would. Yeah. The other thing is you know, my wife will, she gets some nice underwear. She wears it on a Friday night when she goes out with her friends. What's that all about?
That's not right.
That's what I say to her. I say, you should be putting the old, get some old holy ones for Friday nights out.
Jake. Yeah, get them Wincey out.
Get them big bucket bracks on. That's what you need.
Bridget Joneses.
That's it. Those big bucket bracks. Keep your hips warm when you're out and about in this cold weather.
And your shoulders.
Yeah. Have a vest on as well, and tuck that in your pants. That'll sort you out. So yes. So no, like I say, I think if I was doing it now, I think it'd be an online job here. Definitely.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
I bet Amazon do some crotchless knickers.
And you can send them back without any form of being upsetting anybody.
Well, the thing is, if the crotchless, you're not going to exactly dirty the gusset, are you? You know what I mean? It's not like anything's been touching, is it? You know what I mean? So you can take them back. Crotchless ones are always a safe bet because you know no one else who's found his touched it.
Now that's interesting. You say that.
Oh, actually, fanny for Americans means bottom. Yes. If you're American and watching this, it means front bottom. So just so that they understand.
Now it's interesting you should say that, because obviously when you do buy ladies' underwear, it comes like a peel-off bit, doesn't it? In the gusset.
They have the little gusset thing in it. Yeah, they do now, don't they? They didn't used to.
So if it's crotchless, what do they do with that?
It's like be like one of those glass bridges in Japan. But maybe you should just keep that in for effect. You know what I mean?
I was going to say,
it's like having see-through pants.
Yeah, you know what? I think there's some mileage in that.
Be a market of. So I have to say, it's been so long ago since I have bought sex lingerie. They never used to put the plastic bit in there. So you've obviously done it a little more recently than I have.
Brilliant.
Steve's,
But I would suggest to anybody just to be able to say you've done it, just to say
yeah,
you've done it. Go in there, but learn from, well, certainly learn from me. Jay did it the right way. Find out the size before you go in there
yeah,
and have an exit strategy. That's
yes.
always a
Have
thing.
an exit
Yeah,
strategy.
you've
Yeah.
very important to plan that because you don't want to be bumbling in there and then just turn around straight into the face or the breasts of a matriarch woman who's there holding her enormous big bras that she wants to pay
Or your
for.
elderly next door neighbour. You know, that could be,
I quite like that.
yeah, bumping
Yeah,
into,
I'd
you
quite
know, with
like
your
that.
little skimpy, especially if you've got like a triple XL, your lady's like petite, and then the next one over knows it's for you. You know, that's definitely not for your missus. You've either got a hefty girlfriend, or you'll be wearing that when yourself later.
Or you turn around and your elderly neighbour's there with an even skimpier pair.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
herself.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or your next door neighbour's husband is there
yeah,
with a tiny little skimpy pair.
yes. And here's another weird thought that's just popped into my head. What if the bloke is buying it for himself and he's got the crotchless pants? That's not going to that's not going to look nice, is it?
Oh, that's not right.
That's 50
You
shades of
couldn't
wrong. That's 50 shades of wrong all there.
totally. And now I'm seeing it. I can't unsee
Yeah,
it now.
you can't not see that, can you?
No. And so as a bloke, you won't be able to try them on anyway without moving the little plastic bit.
Unless you're squished up like goes back to our other conversation the other week. But anyway, why are we talking about underwear again? Jesus Christ, we're upset. You know why we talk about
Yeah.
underwear, don't you? Because people
Yeah,
click on the
love it.
bloody video. People click on the video.
Just love it.
If
Any
we
form, shape, and size, bring it on.
if we talk about the royal family, no one wants to watch the video. If we're talking about underwear, then they'll click on it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Easy
That's
as,
how it
easy
rolls.
as.
Well, the
Anyway,
royal family is going to click on it.
you never
I mean,
know.
they must wear underwear as well. Why wouldn't they?
I wonder if Prince Charles has ever been round Harrods buying something from Camilla.
Guarantee it.
Yes.
Absolutely guarantee it. Yeah. Well, it must have
Oh,
worked. She's
he'll
chopped
go
to bits.
and he'll go and pay for it. He'll go, oh, I wonder if this would fit one. That's what he would say. I wonder if this would fit one. And they say, oh, ho, sir. They all say that.
You look a little bit like her size. Would you mind just popping them on for us and
Yeah.
just have a little look?
Yes. And let me look through the plastic window at the bottom. It's a window. That's what it is. The window.
The viewing window.
The
I
viewing
like
window
it.
of the lady parts.
Do you know what, Jay? Someone's going to pick up on this and now manufacture some ladies' briefs exactly with that in mind.
The plastic
exactly with
It's
that.
gonna be a bit sweaty though.
That's part of the fun, isn't it?
You're not gonna have crotchless running knickers, are you? You know, with a
But
plastic,
why not?
with a plastic
Get some
window.
air going in there.
The thing is, they'll be wearing them down the gym. That's the thing. They'll all be wearing them down the gym because it's pretty much like that now. All the see-through
Well, they'd
bits
have to
and
be
bobs.
updated. They'd be perforated plastic, wouldn't
Yes.
they? They'd have
Yeah,
to
a
have
few
little tiny.
breathy holes.
Yeah, for the sweat and the juices to just drip out
This is
like a tea strainer, if you will.
this is far too much. We're on the wrong channel. We need to be on Pornhub. Honestly. Right. I think we should leave that there before we sink into any more depths of depravity.
I think so. But
Let
check
us
it
know,
out, boys.
let us know, gents, if you've bought your lady underwear in the comments. Not that anyone ever does let us know, but we'll ask you anyway. And ladies, tell us if you're watching this, do you appreciate your fella buying you sexy lingerie? And we'd also like you to like the video, please. We'd like you to subscribe to the video and to subscribe to the channel even. And what else we want them to do, Steve?
Oh, we love getting our finger out at the end of every episode, Jay, don't we?
Especially with the crotchless pants.
Good old.
Press the bell icon. And you'll get notified when we bring out a new video.
Hey.
Excellent. Thank you very much for watching. Lovely to see you all. Come back next week and have a fantastic week.
Bless your hearts. See you in that lingerie department. Ta-ra.
Rubbing those gussets. Bye.